All right, good evening, everybody. If you're in class, just type 1 in the comment section. Type 1 in the comment section. If you can hear me and you can see my face, just type 1 in the comment section. All right, beautiful. Tonight, I'm not going to stay so long in class. Just want to show you something very brief. Just in a continuation of what we've been saying about Fibonacci retracement. And by now, you must have seen how powerful that tool is. Okay. One of the most beautiful things about trading or being a profitable trader is that there are so many factors you put together, you consider, so many tools that you bring together before you enter a trade or execute a trade. It's very important that you understand that. So all I'm trying to do is to get you equipped with several tools that you can make use of. Several tools. We have done a couple of them. We talk about retracement, the reversal candlesticks pattern. We have talked about support and resistance. We have talked about trend line and trend line breakout. You have talked about many of these things. We even talk about the moving averages. So when you just imagine you have like 3 of these tools, then they are saying the same thing, and then you have a better chance of having a profitable trade. A profitable trade. You have a better chance of having a profitable trade, and that's the essence of what I'm doing here. I'm trying to get you equipped, give you different tools, give you plenty tools that you can work with. Okay, plenty tools that you can work with. Trying to give you plenty tools that you can work with, and that's the essence of, that's why this class has been so long. If all I want to teach you is just giving you a strategy, by day 3, day 4, we are done. Or if I want to teach you, or if all I want to do is to pay for a signal group, we'll have been done long ago. But I wanted to be able to trade, understand, even if we join signal group and somebody gives you a signal, you should be able to, think along. Think along. It's always good when you can also reason along, when you actually know why a trade is being entered, where you know why is, a trade is executed and the like. So it's very important, very, very important. And I like it to understand that. Like to understand that. So tonight I just want to show you something very little, something very, very little. Something very, very little. And some of you are not participating, but no problem. No problem. No problem. Some of you are not participating. Or maybe you are participating, you're not bold to submit your assignment. You don't want to be told that you're wrong. We are dealing with money here. We are dealing with money. We are dealing with, as in, money, and everybody needs money. And what I'm teaching you, I'm empowering you, and I'm equipping you. I'm making sure that you are empowered to make money, because when you make money, you'll be happy and everybody around you will be happy. I didn't ask you to pay me a dime, just catching fun, just catching fun with 1 hour, 30 minutes, 40 minutes at night, and trying to give you what it took long time to learn, It's very important. And so try to participate. There's nothing wrong in participation. Nobody's going to kill you if you're wrong. Even no matter how much professional you are, you will still be wrong once in a while. We have traded 3 signals today and everything was in profit. But yesterday, yesterday was Monday. I think I had a loss yesterday. So there's no level you get to that you don't you don't make a lot, but you're just getting better and better, getting better and better. And that's just the essence of it. So try, participate, submit assignment, look at what we are teaching. And then if you have question, be ready to ask a question. That's why I'm here. In the next 4-5 days, I'm going to be ending this class. I'm going to be ending this class in the next couple of days. Just want to teach 1 or 2 topics more. I want to teach patterns, chart patterns, maybe from tomorrow or next. I want to teach chart pattern, but before chart patterns, I want to talk about this. Before, like the last 2 classes, we're able to combine Fibonacci retracement and support and resistance together. That's our confluence. Our confluence was combining Fibonacci together with support and resistance. But today, I want us to combine Fibonacci and trend line, combining Fibonacci and trend line. That is what I want us to do today. I want to combine Fibonacci and trend line together. That's what. Let me quickly share my chart with you and see, can we have examples? And so the next assignment you're going to be doing for me is you'll be combining Fibonacci retracement with trend line. Combine Fibonacci retracement with trend line. So that's the assignment you'll be submitting tomorrow. Make sure you do it. See where your trend line touch or bounce, your trend line touch or bounce. Sorry, your trend line bounce or breakout is giving you the same level. Is giving you an entry with a confluence of Fibonacci retracement. Okay, that is the assignment for tomorrow. So let's share our screen and let me see if I have 1 or 2 examples to share with you. I don't want to stay so much in tonight's class. I just want to. So I believe. Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, just type 2 in the comment section. If you can see my screen, please type 2 in the comment section. Okay, I have some examples on my screen here. I have some examples on my screen here. I have some example on my screen. I have some examples on my screen here. All right, so let's continue here. So this is what I'm trying to show you. Now you see, I draw my trend line. I'm drawing. Okay, so I'm drawing my trend line on here, on this. I'm drawing my trend line this way. I can see in my trend line, I have my, definitely I'll be having my, of course, this is going to be my point 1. And then I have so many points here, my point 2. Definitely from here, I'll be entering a buy. I'll be entering a buy here. I'll be entering a buy, supposed to enter a buy here. But at this buy here, number 1 is aligning with the previous resistance tone support, is aligning with the previous resistance tone support. And at the same time, when I drew my Fibonacci retracement from here, from swing low to swing high, you discover that it was exact 50% retracement, 50% retracement. So imagine this, the trend line is telling me to buy, support and resistance is breakout and retest of support, breakout and retest of support, resistance turn support, and then my Fibonacci retracement is telling me at that point 50, I'm supposed to buy. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying now. So we have combined trend line because we have not combined trend line with Fibonacci retracement before, and this time around I'm combining trend line with Fibonacci retracement. Imagine three things that asking you to buy. This is one of those times when you risk higher, when you risk a little bit higher than your usual risk. When you see so many things, number one, the trend is in uptrend, as in the market is in uptrend. That's number one thing. Number two, and trend line is asking me that okay, there's a touch of trend line here. I should be ready to buy. And the candle giving me here is called piercing candle. It's got piercing candle, and it's a bullish reversal candle. And then there's a support here. Is actually forming on a resistant turned support. Resistant turned support. And so I'm supposed to okay, this is supposed to be this is supposed to be a support too. I'm supposed to be looking to buy. And so many things are telling me the same. This is what we call confluence. Always look for confluence in the market. That is the secret of profitable trading. Always look for confluence in the market. Always, at least two things, two, two, two indices. There should be at least two factors telling you to buy in the market. And I told you, don't use Fibonacci on itself. Don't use Fibonacci, independently. Use it in conjunction with other parameters like support and resistance, like trend line, like trend line or trend line breakouts and like. So it's so important, and that's what I'm trying to show you tonight, how we can combine Fibonacci retracement with trend line or trend line breakout. So I have another example here. I have another example in this place. Okay, do I have an example in this place? I think so. Yeah, I have another example in this place. I have another example in this place. Yeah, I have another example in this place. So on this trend line now, I have my point one. I have my point one of trend line. I have my point two in this place. I have my point two here, and then at the top touch, so I should be looking forward to buy here. I should be looking forward to buy here. I should be looking forward to buy this spot. I should be looking forward to buy at this spot. I should be looking forward to buy at this spot. So, but then at that same spot here, I'm having my Fibonacci retracement of 61.8, 61.8, 61.8. You can see that touch on 61.8. And at the same time, there was a resistance. There was a resistance here that's actually turned support. I love this kind of setup. I'm telling you, I love this kind of setup. Three things are telling me to buy at the same time. I have my Fibonacci retracement 61.8 level, or level 61.8%, and I have my trend line, the third touch of my trend line asking me to buy, and I have my resistance that I just turned support. I'm telling you, three things asking me to do the same thing. What do you think? This is one of those times you are risking 1% of the time of your account. This is one of those times you'll be risking 2%, 3% of your account. 2%, 3% of your account. So important. So important. And this is another second example. Okay. This is another second example. And I think I have a third one here, just close to this one now. Just close to this one. So I'm having a third example here. So I have my point one. I have my, let's assume this is point one, even though there's so many points there. I have my point one. Then I have my point two. I have my point two. I'm supposed to have a point three here. I'm supposed to be looking forward to a buy here. Okay, there's a buy there, but then that we have not. Then there's supposed to be a buy here also. So if you look at my trend line, 1, 2, then this buy, I'm supposed to be looking forward to buying here, and then this time around, I draw my Fibonacci retracement from 100, from 0 to 100. Okay, here now you can see that at level 30.2, 30.2, we are expecting a touch of trend line or a touch of a trend line to bounce back to the upside, and then I'm seeing Fibonacci retracement of 30.2 coinciding at the same point, at the same instance. That tells me, oh, that's a confluence. That's a confluence. That's a confluence. This time around, we don't have a very good support or resistance at that particular spot. But then I told you two confluence can just be adequate. Two things saying two, three, at least two things, two parameters, two things will tell you the same thing to enter a trade, and that's what I'm trying to show you tonight. You see 0.1, 0.2, then where I'm expecting to buy is on level 30.2% of my Fibonacci, and then I can also see, then look at it now, candlestick is also there. I can see a bullish engulfing in this place, a bullish engulfing at that touch of trend line. I see a bullish engulfing, and then the price go to the upside. Very important, price go to the upside. Price go to the upside. The previous one, do you have, which candle did we have there in the previous ones? These previous ones. Okay, so number one, we have the trend line telling us to buy. Two, we have Fibonacci retracement telling us to buy, and then we have a bullish engulfing reversal candlestick telling us to buy at the same time. That's just all I want to show you tonight. So the next assignment you're going to be showing me is when you combine Fibonacci retracement with trend line. Combine Fibonacci retracement with trend line. Combining Fibonacci retracement with trend line. That is the next example you're going to be giving to me tomorrow. Okay? Tomorrow. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to see as assignment tomorrow. It's so important. So don't forget to do my assignment. And don't forget to, if you don't understand anything we've been talking about Fibonacci, please feel free to ask questions. Feel free to ask questions. Feel free to ask your question. It's very important. It's very important. Feel free to ask your question. It's very germane. Okay. I'll be ending this class here tonight, and we'll get back to WhatsApp class. Okay. Does anybody have question to ask? Do you have question to ask while we are still online? Do you have question to ask while we're still online? Okay. Already you have spent 18 minutes in this class. I don't want this class to be so long. If you have question, drop it on the WhatsApp group, then I will attend to all of them adequately. Don't forget, the summary of tonight's class is combining Fibonacci retracement with trend line. And if you have more other factors in sync, other factor at confluence, then great, that would be beautiful. But make sure that there's watch out for where you have Fibonacci retracement level coinciding with the trend line or trend line bounce, especially. Which numbers are you talking about? Somebody's asking, how can one set up those numbers? Okay, you mean Fibonacci retracement levels? We've already done that in the previous class, like 2 classes ago. Okay. Fibonacci is a tool. All trade platforms have Fibonacci tools. Okay. So, but there's a way you can modify it. There's a way you can modify those numbers. Like if you have, if you come on, if you click the tool here now, we did it on TradingView the other day. So just click these properties. They are all there. All the levels are there. All the levels are there. Level 20.6, level 30.2, 50, 61.8, and then I don't usually use the extensions. I set my extensions are supposed to help you, give you a glimpse on how to set your take profit. If you not extensions, but then the retracement level are the one we are focusing on in this class is 30.2, 50, and 61.8. We also talk about other one like 78.6 or 23.6, but the 3 major ones I wanted to focus on is 30.2, 50, and 61.8. So they are there on the tools. They are there They're there, and they're much more. If you use trading view, just click on the setting icon. You know, when you bring out that tools, Fibonacci tool, something will pop up to show you settings. Click on those settings, and then, like some people asked the other day, they were having they were having decimal places instead of this percentage. And I already showed them how to get that one done. Instead of values in those settings, just click percent. It will change automatically from giving you in decimal places to giving it to you in percentage. So it's there. Just click on those settings. I think that will address it. Or you go and watch the videos we did 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago. It's just there. The levels are here. You know, there's a way you can switch over. I don't know if MetaTrader allow you to switch off some of those lines, but in TradingView, I already switch off all of those lines except those few ones that I'm using. And then you can also set the colors. You can also set their colors. You know, you can also set their colors, the color that you want them to show, especially on TradingView. They're much more interesting when you use them on TradingView. Okay. I don't know if you have answered your question. I think I've answered your question. The person I was asking question, how do you set those lines? Those lines are automatic. They are actually automatic. They are on all the tools. They are automatic. If they're not automatic, you see a settings there. Just set up this number. Just type, like Fibonacci can allow TradingView can allow you to set your own levels. You can edit it, but these are standard. This level I'm showing you, they are standard. They are global standard. I think a mathematician came up with this mathematically came up with these levels mathematically. They have the way they arrive at these calculations, but these are standard levels, standard level that is acceptable from all over the world. Okay, so these are not peculiar to me. These are not personal to me. These levels are not personal to me. It's globally recognized, globally used. You understand? Those levels are globally recognized. 30.2, 50, 61.8, and the other one, 33.6, 78.8, and then we also have 88.6. You know, so they are global levels. They're not personal to me, okay? All right. If there's no more questions, we may have to get back to our WhatsApp. If you have more questions, please drop it on WhatsApp. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Good night.